you had, and I'm sure you and people that you were working with had this view that it was beyond just the effect of that one woman and her relationship with her child, but it was also about kind of shifting a whole societal issue, which was to stop any downstream action with children that are 7 times more likely to be engaged in either criminal activity or with the system. So it's that sort of larger view that says you change something at a root, and then there's a downstream effect.
It's just like that proverbial pebble that you drop in the water that just spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads. That inmate or that crime, that person who committed that crime or who is incarcerated, it affects your whole community. It doesn't just affect them. It doesn't just affect their family. And that whole family is involved. They're doing time right along with them. These children are the silent victim of their parents' crime. They are not responsible. They did not do this, but they are being punished right along with the parent.
Yeah.
The other piece I think that might interest some people is that women are the fastest growing prison population. And we know that, again, with research, over 75% of the women who are incarcerated have children. We encourage them to talk to the children from their heart, of course, and talk to them about this not being their fault. A lot of children take on the guilt because they think, well, if I hadn't have asked mom or dad for those $100 tennis shoes or whatever, or if I'd have been a better kid, or if I'd have done better in school, maybe mom or dad wouldn't have done such and such and so and so. Another piece to that is the children feel abandoned. And these children get shifted around. If there's not especially with the mother going to prison, these children get shifted. Well over half stay with the grandparent, the mother's mother. But when children go into foster care, if there's, say, 4 or 5 children in a family, they'll split that family up. They'll split those children. So now we've caused another trauma.
I'm just thinking a lot about the how, we hear so much in this country about communities in Africa and third world countries, and how we need to increase education levels and we need to bring girls and young women into the world economy. But this is all happening in our own country. We have a lot of unspoken issues, not only of abuse and poverty, but also children that are disenfranchised from parents. A lot of the same issues we have here. And I just wondered and I honor the women and men that are working worldwide to affect change, but I think it's also important that we say saving the world. Initially we hear, the concept of women will save the world, or we're saving the world, and we think of going somewhere else to do the work, right? We don't think of our own backyard.
We have so many issues right here.
Yeah.
And not that they're not issues all over the world. We know there are.
Yes.
And they need help as well. But if we don't fix home first, how can we fix other things?
I know individually, my wellness and my health affects how much energy and mental and emotional and spiritual well-being I have to go out and do good work. And when I'm off balance, I'm not doing my best work. And I think as a country, so many look to the United States as being wealthy and being, affluent and having the time and the resources to help people across the world. But the fact is, we know living here, and now I think the rest of the world is finding out, that this country is very broken as well.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I agree. Again, if we don't take care of ourselves, how do we take care of others?